friends, welcome back to Sarah Put Simply. It's one of those cool, rainy fall days here, and I couldn't think of a better time to cozy up inside and chat with you. Days like this always make me want to slow down, brew something warm, and really think about how we can create a home that feels safe, peaceful, and healthy. If you've been wanting to live a healthier, more natural lifestyle but feel overwhelmed by the cost of all the changes being made, this video is for you. Today, I'm sharing 15 simple, budget-friendly ways to detox your life. And these swaps are habits that are practical, family-friendly, and many of them are free. Now remember, detoxing your life isn't about perfection. It's about small steps that add up to a huge difference over time. So grab a notebook because I bet at least a few of these will be ones that you can start today. If you followed my channel for a while, you know that back in early 2021, I passed the AFPA Holistic Nutritionist Certification Program. When I took that course, I already was having strong feelings of changing my family's habits for the better. And I also did it because I knew that something was off in my body, and I knew I could help myself feel better through not only nutrition, but our everyday habits and taking steps to create a healthier home. So today I want to share 15 simple, budget-friendly ways that I've changed that you can try to detox your life. Now let's dive in. Now the first tip, open your windows daily, and this is free. Did you know that the air inside our homes is often more polluted than the air outside? From cleaning products, cooking fumes, and even our furniture, toxins build up fast. Now, one of the simplest detox steps is opening your windows every day. Unless it's below zero and the winter wind is whipping, I like to try and get some of my windows open for at least a couple minutes a day, just for some fresh air exchange. Now, the only time that I haven't done this is when we've had horrible smoke from the Canadian wildfires and the air quality was in the danger zone. So unless you have a harmful air quality outside, open a window or two, even if it's just for 5 to 10 minutes a day. Just a few minutes in the morning and evening can flush out stale air, reduce mold spores, and improve your mood. Fresh air is free, and it does wonders for our lungs and our immune system. Of course, if you have a need, an air purifier is always a good choice as well. I also run the Blue air purifiers in both our living room, our downstairs family room, and we have the mini air purifiers in each bedroom. Now this, of course, is because we had a problem with mold toxicity, and clean air is extremely important in my healing journey. Now, just something to think about when you open your windows, you can open them on opposite sides of your home for a quick cross breeze, and you'll be surprised how much fresher the house feels. Now, tip number 2 is ditch the air fresheners. And this is also a free or a low-cost tip. Now, those plugins and sprays, they might smell nice, but they're full of endocrine disruptors and chemicals that actually affect our hormones. Instead, detox your space naturally. Try a simmer pot with cinnamon sticks, orange peels, and cloves, or add a drop of essential oil on a cotton ball and tuck it in a corner. Now, even opening a window works better than covering up odors. Fresh air beats fake fragrance every time. Now, my third tip is vinegar and baking soda. Now, these two cleaning agents are extremely budget friendly. You don't need a cabinet full of store-bought cleaners. Vinegar and baking soda can handle 80% of your cleaning needs for just pennies. Vinegar is great for glass, counters, floors, and as a laundry rinse. And baking soda works as a scrub for sinks, tubs, and even stinky drains. I keep them handy right under my sinks, and it feels so good knowing that my kids can help clean without worrying about them using harsh chemicals. Now, tip number 4, switch to glass or stainless steel. Now, plastics can leach chemicals into your food, especially when it's heated. And this one actually took me about a year to fully switch things over, so there is no shame in starting slow if you are on a tight budget. But you can start swapping glass containers, mason jars, or stainless steel storage. And the best part, you don't need to buy fancy sets. Reuse spaghetti sauce jars, pickle jars, and jelly jars. Free storage that looks cute, and you keep your food safe. Now, if you already reuse jars in your kitchen, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite is. Now, tip number 5 is filtering your water. Now this is a lower cost depending on what system you go with. It could cost a little bit more depending on your budget, but water is life. It can also carry chlorine, lead, and other contaminants, especially if you have city water. Now a simple filter makes a world of difference. If you're on a tight budget, start with a simple pitcher filter. If you can invest a little more, you can look at under sink or faucet filters. Even the cheapest filter is better than none. And if you have a higher budget, you might be able to splurge on an RO system, whether for the whole house or a countertop one. Now I bought mine because with trying to heal from mold toxicity and having kidney issues, clean water is a #1 priority, right up there with clean air. I personally don't recommend using the filtered water dispensers in the fridge. From personal experience, the filters are expensive and the dispensers themselves can harbor mold. Now an extra tip with that is you can keep a big filtered container in your fridge so your family always has cold, clean water ready to go. Now tip number 6, safer cookware. Non-stick pans may be convenient, but once they're scratched, they release harmful chemicals. I also, once years ago, had baby chicks in our back sunroom, and I used a non-stick pan when cooking dinner, and unfortunately the chicks died from the fumes. So it was a wake-up call for me back then that it's not only harmful in our food, but it's harmful in the air that we breathe. So instead you can try cast iron, stainless steel, or enamel. Now don't feel like you need to replace everything at once. Start with one pan. You can check thrift shops for cast iron because they're often able to be found at secondhand stores and they last forever. And if looking for stainless steel, choose food grade stainless such as an 1810, which is 18% chromium and 10% nickel, or an 18-8, which are common in cookware. Now a little tip on that too is that if you are using cast iron, it also can add a little bit of natural iron to your meals. Tip number 7, shoes off at the door. Now this one is one of the simplest free detox swaps because shoes bring in pesticides, lead, and a ton of bacteria. You don't want that tracked through your home. Make it a family habit to take off shoes at the door. Add a basket or a small rug for guests. It keeps your floors cleaner and your home healthier. Tip number 8, wash produce well. Pesticides love to cling to fruits and veggies, and this is one thing that I appreciate about growing our own produce. We don't have to worry about that as much. When I buy produce from the store, I like to soak it in a vinegar solution for just a minute or two and then rinse. A quick wash in vinegar water, which would be about 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water, can remove a lot. Now focus on the dirty dozen, which is the produce that most likely is to have a heavy pesticide residue. Washing well is a free way to reduce toxins before they hit your plate. Now the 2024 Dirty Dozen list includes strawberries, spinach, kale and collard greens, mustard greens, grapes, peaches, pears, nectarines, apples, bell peppers and hot peppers, cherries, blueberries, and green beans. Many people use this list to help decide which foods to buy organic to reduce pesticide exposure, especially in a holistic or a toxin-conscious lifestyle. Now, tip number 9, avoid synthetic fragrances. Fragrance is a sneaky word. It can hide dozens of chemicals in just one ingredient. Switch to fragrance-free laundry detergent or unscented personal care. If you miss having scent, then you can try wool dryer balls with a drop of essential oil or simmer a natural pot on the stove. Now just remember that your clothes don't need to smell like fake flowers to be clean. Not having a chemical scent on your clothes can smell clean too. Now tip number 10, declutter the plastics. Over time, plastics wear down and leach into our food, so slowly phase them out. You don't need to throw everything away today, just replace pieces as they break. This can be as simple as swapping your plastic cooking spoon for a wooden one, or reuse glass jars for leftovers instead of plastic tubs. Tip number 11, have a natural laundry routine. Skip the expensive, chemical-filled laundry products. Instead, try making your own laundry powder. I did a whole video on how to make your own, simply and budget-friendly. I'll put that how-to blog post as well as the video below for you to check out in the description. Now just keep in mind, vinegar works as a natural softener. Baking soda boosts your detergent, and wool dryer balls cut down on static and last for years. So no more dryer sheets, and your laundry is naturally fresh without all the toxins. Tip number 12, safer personal care. Your skin absorbs what you put on it. Start simple, switch one product at a time. Deodorant, toothpaste, or soap are good first swaps. Look for short ingredient lists, or try making your own if you like a fun DIY project. You can find some of my favorite products in my Linktree shop, and there I have products that are good options and some that are even better options to choose from. And speaking of soap, if you followed my channel for a while, you know that I used to make soap professionally. So at the end of November, I will have a special video for you, and some items will be available for purchase when that video is published. Now, which product would you swap first? Tell me in the comments below, I would love to hear. Now, tip 13, add houseplants. Houseplants aren't just pretty, they filter the air. Pothos, spider plants, or even peace lilies are easy to grow. Even one plant in each room can reduce toxins and boost your mood. If you're on a budget, ask a friend for a cutting. Plants are the gift that keeps on giving. Tip 14, cut down on plastic bottled water. Bottled water is expensive, wasteful, and often no better than tap. Plastic water bottles can leach harmful chemicals like BPA and microplastics, especially when exposed to heat or reused, which may disrupt hormones and impact overall health. Use a reusable stainless steel or glass water bottle and refill with filtered water. Now you can track how many bottles you avoid in 1 month. You'll save money and reduce toxins at the same time. And tip number 15, which is totally free, detox your mind. Detoxing isn't just about physical items. Stress can be toxic too. So take a walk outside, pray, journal, or just take a second to breathe deeply for a few minutes. When I feel stressed, I either enjoy being outside or thinking about how I can do something kind for someone else. Now, doing these things can help take the mind off of the stressor. A calm, grounded mind is just as important as a toxin-free home. You don't have to do all 15 swaps today. Start with one. Even the smallest step matters. So those are my 15 simple, budget-friendly ways to detox your life. Remember, it's not about buying all the new things or doing it perfectly. It's about making small, consistent swaps that create a healthier home for your family for the long term. Now comment below which tip you're going to try first, and don't forget to subscribe for more non-toxic living, holistic recipes, and homestead inspiration. Thanks for spending time with me today, and until next time, keep it simple, keep it natural, and keep moving forward. I'll see you in the next video.